Okay, pretty excited to do this unboxing. This is my Christmas gift for 2019 to myself. This is probably my favorite hat I bought. A Goorin center dent. Even though I've heard this called like a bubble too, because it bubbles. It actually is a center dent, and then my head just pushes it up a little bit. So there's a bubble naturally because it's a soft felt. But this is wool, no lining, fits really good. But I have never tried on a Stetson. Inside here, I got a Stetson from sort of like a early Black Friday from JJ Hat Center in New York, New York's oldest hat store. From what I heard, it's a box inside of a box. It's really lots of, I don't want to cut anything here, lots of tape. What this one is, it's fur felt, which is going to be new. As far as, I have a couple of fedoras that are, I believe, some sort of a wool. It has a liner in it, which I have a non-Goorin that has a liner in it, satin liner, and it has a leather band inside, which is, I do have a vintage hat that has those things, although it's size smaller. It's a 7.5, where I have a 7 5/8. So pretty cool. Comes with a hat box, which if you go with this guy, you pay extra for. This one's included. Free shipping over $75. Here is the unveiling. Got the price. So I got this 25% off, which 2 days later, I'm drawing a blank. Stetson had a deal where it was buy one, get one half off. So technically, you have to buy two and you get 25% off 2 hats. But JJ Hat Center has them beat where you only have to buy one hat and you get 25% off. It's a better deal. It's in a hat box. The round ones are a bit cooler, but this one's sitting on a ring, which means that it is resting on the inside of its brim. Yeah, and not anywhere else on a hat, so the hat won't go flimsy. This is nice, keeps dust off. Ooh yeah. So I've never tried on a Stetson. I've not tried on anyone besides Goorin. I'm not sure if this will even work. Comes with a Stetson instruction. This was kind of cool. This was while supplies last. So not only did you get the best deal on a Stetson, but this was a freebie. And they named this one as like the first thing. This is a Stetson leather, very, very thick, hard leather. This is like a hard plastic business card luggage tag with the big word Stetson embossed, classy. It looks like, maybe it's a stain. It looks like a state on there. It says legendary hats. I was thinking I'd just even put this on my travel bag. I don't really put I don't go very many places with a suitcase, so maybe this will just go on my weekend bag that I got to take home. I showed the weekend bag in an earlier video. It opens up like this. I didn't even think of it until my mother-in-law said something. She said, "Wow, that looks like a doctor bag." And I was like, "Oh yeah, that's what it looks like. It's a doctor bag." It's like literally it folds up like this and it kind of slouches down. But going on to the hat, it comes with this foam, kind of keeps the hats off one another. This one was a special one. So Stetson does not have these on their site, and JJ's Hat Center does not have, although this doesn't look like quite the hat that I think I would have ordered, but I like it. So, what I was going to say is Stetson had this one's supposed to be a special edition, and what was special about it is I believe it came with a black band and a black edge, which was special about it. It has a SE at the end, and Stetson didn't have those. They had, I believe, this one. So maybe it's not quite the same. But this one is called a Stetson Stratoliner. Has something to do with airplane. I don't know if you can get a close-up of that. Maybe I'll do a close-up in a little bit, but it has a little silver airplane, like an old style, old school. I like this because all my hats have these thicker bands, and this is the first one that has, they call this a Western style band. And funny thing is, how I even came across wanting this Stetson was Goorin started out with this new hat. I think they're moving into Stetson territory because they're doing more Western and not only more Western but more flat brim, which is kind of, they call that like the what's that? There's a real famous. Put it in the comments below. There's a really famous California festival, music festival, and the flat brims kind of took off there. This is a teardrop. Got the shape of a teardrop. It also is higher in the front, lower in the back. Drops. Let's give this a try. All right, it fits with just a little bit of, actually. Well, it feels really good. There's no, I don't know if you see this. Don't want to not see it. There's no part where it grabs. It actually has, it catches on my forehead, so it's not like, there's no like spinning. It's a little looser, I would say, than the Goorin. Maybe I'll put something in it just to make it feel a little snug, because I hear if you get a wind, you might have it taken off. It actually just like sits. It's probably resting on the top, although I don't really feel it. I don't know, how does it look? I wanted the natural, and they have really like 3 colors that look sort of like this, although not really all at the same. They have a silver belly, which is an off-white, almost has a tad of like a yellowish cream to it. Then they have a natural, which has like a dusty brown, like a very light dusty brown. I think I have a pair of khaki pants that are colored that way, but khaki pants come in really all kinds of browns, all shades of light brown. And then this one, which is like one more step up. This feels really soft, which is nice. Probably the hat band is a little smushed more here and a little not smushed, so must have been sitting on something. White. So they can, I think they can come in all different colors on the inside. Well, for sure Stetsons do, but this one has a black with a gold lining. It says Stetson. What am I saying? A Stetson Stratoliner there. That's about it. A little bow in the back. I never knew what that bow was, because I know on one of my hats you can actually tighten up the hat with it, and apparently for a long time they've just been they just put bows in the back as kind of a nod to the old style, and it also lets you know, it's sort of like the tag in the back of your underwear, let you know, put that on in the back. Although, I mean, this kind of like lets you know, put that on in the front. So, but it's just a nice little touch. So just taking a quick peek at the two, something fun we can do. This one looks way smoother, where this one kind of looks fuzzy. Like kind of like a fuzzy sweatshirt. Sweatshirt I always wear. So this one has more of a refined. I'd say the brim is bigger on this one. This one has an under welted sewn up, where this one everything hides under that little bit of ribbon. You know what? The ribbon's got a sheen to it, so it kind of goes from almost a brighter color to a darker color depending on how the light hits it. Just looking at these two, this one kind of goes in and up, but this one goes in it carves in a little bit where it actually has to come back out. This one goes in, this one goes in and out a little bit. So very, very different. Very more squared off in the back. Of course, the color is much different. I almost went with they have a green, much different than this green, like a green gray, and it had a brown ribbon or a brown edge, and it reminded me of like mint chocolate chip, which I love mint chocolate chip. So, and then here's the big one. This one does not have any of the special stuff inside. So that one fits tight. And then there are tricks where you can tighten up your hat. A little harder to actually loosen up your hat. So yeah, I probably will, this is my size. I will probably just tighten it up a little bit. So, all right. Peace out. That might actually have to earn this, probably has earned its right to sit there. So, a little swag there. Swagger.